Hey, what is going on, everybody? Good to be here. Good to see ya. Thanks for joining me today. Tuesday, April 11th, 2023. Sorry I missed y'all yesterday morning, but thank you for joining me last night. What a great night. Great stream. Had a good time, as always. But today we're back into the hectic, crazy true crime world that we're in. And I'm glad to be here with you guys. Anarchy in the UK. What the hell is going on over there, guys? What it is. What's going on? I don't know. I touched base on it Saturday a little bit. Let's get into it all the way today. Here we go. What up? What's going on, everybody? How we doing today? Good to see ya. Good to be here. Hope you're all having a great start to your day. I know I'm not, but hey, I'm going to finish it right. That's all that matters, right? Oh, that's too bright. Hold on, folks. Let me close that door. Uno momento, everybody. All right. Let's do this. Sorry. It's like 75 degrees and super sunny and beautiful. I had the door open, but it causes a huge glare, so we're not going to do that right now. I'll just wait. So, who do we have with us today? Looks like Dustin's here. What's up, buddy? PPR's in the house. Miss Pookie Madoodle, good to see you, my dear. Thanks for joining me. Good golly, Miss Molly's in the house. Welcome, Molly, dear. Good to have you. Yeah, but you probably still have sun on the ground, Molly. That's the difference. Miss Cece, the sweetest lady on the internet. Welcome. Thanks for being here, my dear. Miss April Stoll, good to see you. No. Let's see. Miss Heather's always happy to have you here, my dear. So very happy. Miss Brandy, always happy to have you here. Let's see. Anybody? Am I missing anybody? Am I missing anyone? Doesn't look like it. Strike first, my brother. What's up, little brother? Good to see ya. I knew he was in there somewhere because I saw him in the chat. All right, guys. That looks good. Come on, everybody. Grab your coffee, tea, whatever it may be. Come on in, sit down, have a conversation with me and me alone. As you can tell, Mama Bear is not here, and she's not going to be joining us anymore, guys. She had to take a step away. Some of you already know that. for some personal reasons, personal issues she's got to deal with, and that is absolutely understandable. Family first, guys, and you know how that goes in my book. So I wish her the best of luck with everything and hope everything goes well for her. I'm going to miss her, but the show must go on, folks. So that we're doing. Did I miss somebody? Buenos dias to you, Pink Peony. Good to see you. Thank you for jumping in with us, señorita. That was bad. That wasn't even a good, remotely good thing. Whatever. Anyway, thanks to, good to see you. And yes, thanks, Mama Bear, for everything you've done and for being here. We will miss you. And I wish you the best of luck with all. What are you talking about, Miss April? Sorry, Pink, if I passed over you. I see all these meatballs in here. All the green kind of blends a little bit. So my apologies. I don't see any. Nope, don't think I missed it. Anyone. Good to see you all. Enchiladas Meatball King. Thank you so much, Sarita. Yes, I appreciate you. And as you guys see, the title of it is Anarchy in the UK. What in the hell is going on over there, guys? Do we got a serial killer running over there? Do we? Is that what it is? I don't know, guys. I came in here Saturday. It was just a quick stream because I had seen some things. I wanted to touch base with you guys because I knew I wasn't going to see you for Easter. By the way, I hope you all had an amazingly wonderful Easter. I didn't get to see you guys yesterday morning. So, again, I hope you all had a beautiful, beautiful Easter with your families, friends, and yourselves. I know I did, and I hope you all did. April's son got kicked in the abdomen, has to take to him. Oh, okay. All right. Well, good luck, and I hope everything works out well, April. No worries. Welcome, Pamela, Miss Pamela Gribben. Oh, my gosh. I hope you start to feeling better, my dear. I know you're feeling down, not feeling so well. Please, please. I hope the meds start kicking in and you start to feel better, my dear. We need you here. We definitely need you here. Strike first, strike hard, says Taco Bell equals run to the toilet. Yes, it can. It's garbage food. It is garbage food. No matter how good it tastes, it is not good for you. It is garbage food. All right. Yes, April. Best of wishes. I hope everything works out, my dear. I'm sure it'll be okay. Prayers and good thoughts all the way with you, my dear. 17 awesome people in here. Thank you, Heather, for that. Please hit that like button. Guys, leave me a little bit, just a little bit of DNA on that like button on your way in the door, please. That way, if I need to, I can come back and find you and drag you on back in here with me, please. Again, don't forget to share this out. That's so very important to me and to YouTube. And at the end of the show, guys, please feel free to leave me some kind of a comment, whether it be good, bad, whatever. Hi, bye, kiss my ass, I love you, hate you, whatever it is, just leave a comment, guys. Please, please, please. I appreciate you so very much. Kitty Monty's in the house. Let's see here. Oh, did I miss it? I missed it. Yeah, we go. Hello, Dago. I haven't stopped in for a while, but I'm home today. Seeing you were live, so I wanted to show your channel some love, and I appreciate that, Miss Kitty, so very much. It's great to see you. Great to have you here, and I hope you're doing well. Messy con pizza. I love Taco Bell as well, Molly. It's just so not good for you. And they quit making all the good stuff around here. They did bring back the Mexican pizza. That was gone for a while. They brought it back. I love the chicken soft tacos and just regular plain old hard tacos. But they started getting rid of all this stuff. It's like, why are you doing that? That is what made your restaurant what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going great, Kitty. As you can see, we've grown. Got quite a few different people in here doing our thing, covering the true crime. I got a different I guess I kind of call it the midnight series. I'm running in the evenings on Mondays and Thursdays, telling you the true stories behind different Hollywood movies that are out. Just a little bit of everything, expanding. And what was I going to say? I just lost track of what I was going to say. Expanding and growing in all different ways. So, yeah, and Taco Bell got real expensive too. That's the other thing. That was the cheapest place to eat, and it is not now at all. That's all that's going on, though, Kitty. We're doing good, though. Appreciate you for asking and being here today. I appreciate you all the way around. F them, I say. Get those $5 boxes, Doodle. You know what? Those aren't all they're cut out to be, I don't think, Heather. You really don't get that much. I mean, it's enough for like a meal. You know, I got a Caden here that could eat 3 of those $5 boxes by himself. That's $15 on his own. I remember when I was that age, I could go to Taco Bell and spend $7 and I couldn't breathe for 4 or 5 hours. I was so stuffed. You know what I mean? 50 miles. You're 50 miles from everything, Pookie. I don't think there's anything close to you. What's up, Popper? What's going on, bro? How you doing? Hope you had a great Easter, my friend. Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I go to Wendy's 4 for $4, $5 Big Bang. Everything's got to be a discount meal nowadays, folks, because we cannot afford anything. At all. Oh, my hair. Dego wants all our DNA so he can create a new Smurf to sacrifice the Gargamel. You weren't supposed to tell anybody about that. So now I'm going to have to get rid of you. So when people start asking questions, I have no idea where PPR is, guys. I don't know. But I'm probably going to need my moderators, the ones that are real good with shovels and digging, to go do you know what. So, you know. It is what it is. I've always enjoyed the Happy Meal cheeseburger from McDonald's. Well, isn't that special, Pink? You'd be such a cheap date then. Just take you out to McDonald's and get you a Happy Meal and then go to the movies, go home, and that's it. There's a couple. Actually, I'll be honest with you, the Happy Meals have gotten kind of expensive too. They used to be a lot cheaper because, you know, my granddaughter's favorite is that. I remember, I think they were like $1.99 at one point in time. This shows my age. Yeah. And they are no longer that cheap. Popper says, hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Or wait, are you still in disguise? No. It's him. It's the real Popper. Yeah, everything is expensive. Easter candy, 50% off. See, you know what, Pink? I'll never understand that. Like, I mean, unless you're just a candy eater and you want to tear it up, that's a good deal, but it's not like you can use it next year. I'm sure there's people that probably try to do that, though. Some of the stuff that is not, like, meltable or just dissolvable or that's going to, like, get gross or anything. But I bet you there's people that will buy candy and use it for next year's Easter or try to. But that is going to happen. Now the other the decorations and all the other fun stuff, yeah, that's definitely great to go on sale. Where is everybody? Come on in here. Thank you, Heather. Anybody that would like to consider supporting the channel or feeling generous today, please feel free via the Cash App, Venmo, and the PayPal links up there on screen, guys. It is so very much appreciated. Keeps me running, keeps me out here with you guys on a daily basis. It keeps the bills paid. So thank you so very much. Oh my God, I ate a box of peanut butter Reese eggs in 4 days. A whole box? Shame on you. Shame on you. Although I don't blame you. They are the best thing on the planet. Taco Bell isn't so bad, or isn't too bad. Money on money here. Taco Time. Taco Time, on the other hand, is money. Fiesta Ole is the. How many Mexican places do you have? We have one Taco Bell. And then we have like restaurants that are supposedly quote unquote authentic Mexican. Nothing like fast food though. It's like 36 in a retail box. Holy shit, dude. That's a lot of you're gonna give yourself diabetes. The last time I went to the movies, when I went to see Aladdin. Oh good lord. See, that was like almost 30 years ago. Oh wait, like the cartoon Aladdin? The Disney cartoon? Yeah, that was 20 about 21 years ago. Dago, did you see my Pauper Mob video from yesterday? I don't think so. I saw another something about lies. I saw that one early this morning. No, I didn't see it, but I will check it out, bro. You know I love your videos. I'm the same way with cotton candy. I eat it up like a hooker on a Navy ship. Okay. The cartoon. Yeah, see, that was like 20, almost 30 years ago. My kids are 28, 29, and 30. And they were babies when that came out. So that's been that long since you've been to the movies? My good Lord. Somebody take this woman to the movies and let her see a movie. The Big Mac filet of fish is one of my favorites. And the triple cheeseburger I love too. You did 3 videos. I thought you said you were done doing video. That one video was your last one, dude. I told you. You can't help it. You're drawn to it because you're good at it. No, there's got to be cheese on it, Pink. In fact, Miss Kim, it's been a couple days. Good to see you, my dear. Happy belated Easter to you. I hope you had a great one. Actually, guys, I like to get which a lot of McDonald's don't do it. Just you can, if you ask for it, they'll do it. I like to get the double fish. Okay. And that's 2 fillets. They'll put cheese in between it and cheese on top of it. And then a little bit of the tartar sauce. I'm not a huge fan of tartar sauce. I'll just get a dabber and you're good. I can eat snack size Reese cup peanut butter cups in one day. What do you mean, like a whole bag, bro? I know a lot of people that can do that. They're addictive. If I could get a Burger King sandwich with McDonald's tartar sauce. Oh my God, I know. McDonald's has the better tartar sauce out of all the places. I will say though that the best fish fillet sandwich I have had is Arby's, but they only have it like for a couple months a year, and that's right around Lent time right now. So yeah, that one is my favorite one as far as fillets go. I'm a fish guy. I love it, and I love tartar sauce on my fried fish dishes. See, that's the only way I like it is on the sandwich. I don't like it if I'm having like a fish dinner or something like that. I don't eat it on there. I'll squeeze lemon on it, and that's all I want. They won't add Big Mac sauce to anything other than a Big Mac here. What? Really? That's weird. I figured you were meaning the whole bag. I know everybody can eat those, dude. Those things are addicting. They're like drugs. I can see you eating a whole bag. I know I could have used to back in the day. Willow said she's listening to us in her car. Thank you, Willow. Good to know, my dear. I hope you're having a wonderful day listening out there. Peeps. Who likes Peeps? Nobody likes Peeps. You like Peeps. Of course you would like Peeps. Peeps are disgusting. I do not like them. Caden got this year, you guys. They went nuts. They make all kinds of Peeps. Caden got Dr. Pepper flavored Peeps this year. Never in my life have I heard of those, seen those, but they do exist, everyone. Heather, that doesn't make any sense. Like, it's up to you what you want on your burgers, and it says your way right away now. Or is that Burger King? No, that's Burger King, isn't it? Yep. Well, anyway, whatever. It's your choice. It's your food. If you want Big Mac sauce on a fish sandwich, then you should be able to get it. That's insane, Molly. It's a lot to pick from. I'm a sucker for coffee. We ended up right into food, guys, as we always do. I'm a sucker for Costco's carrot cake. It's been such a long time, too long. We don't have a Costco. We have a Sam's Club. Same thing, I guess, but yeah, they'll do anything here if you ask them to do it at McDonald's. That's weird. They have it sitting there. They're making your sandwich. All they have to do is grab it and you're done. Why? You must live in a Nazi place or something, because that's not cool. Peeps, yeah, they're not. I don't like them. Every Easter when I was even as a kid, I would always end up with Peeps in my Easter basket, and they would always stay there. They were the last thing there, and I would probably end up throwing them away because they were not what I liked. Meatball flavored Peeps. I'm good on that one. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. Sorry. Orange marshmallow peanuts. I can't eat those. They make my teeth hurt even thinking about them. I could eat buttercream frosting only without the cake. My wife makes homemade buttercream. My kids are like that. I can't. It's too sweet for me. I like whipped cream, like icing on cakes. Absolutely, Kitty. Always. That's what we do throughout the whole week. We always end up having a pre-conversation just to kind of get warmed up and waiting for people to jump in. And a lot of times it ends up going to food. It usually always does, truthfully, to be honest with you, or something like that. But yeah, we're talking right now about all the current cases that are going on, and we have been talking about cold cases and so on and so forth. So yeah, a little bit everything. That is what we do. Again, everybody, if you happen to see any ads, commercials, whatever you want to call them, please say, hey, I got an ad. Let me know. I appreciate you. So, let's see, chocolate coated. Nope, not a fan. I'm not a fan of bananas to begin with. I will eat them, but I'm not a fan. I don't like frozen bananas because they get weird. And I don't like chocolate covered bananas either. I don't know why. Yep, you can do that too. They have a secret menu, you guys. If you look it up, it'll show you. They have to do these things if you ask for them. If you know what their secret menu is, you can get something called it's called the Land, Air, and Sea Burger. And it is how do they describe it? It's one of their all beef patties. They say it's all beef. It is a fillet of fish, and it is a McChicken patty all together. Okay, thank you, Strike. Appreciate that, brother. All three of those together in between a bun with some cheese on it, and the sandwich is like this big. You can order that if you want to at McDonald's, and they have to give it to you because it's on their hidden menu. I don't know anybody that would ever want to eat a chicken land, sea, and air burger. That's what it's called. Yes. I don't know anybody that would ever want to eat that, but there's somebody that does because people order it. The Land, Air, and Sea Burger. It does not say you tried it. Yeah. See, you can't mix fish and chicken and meat together. Come on. That's just not even remotely. No. I hate candy corn. I've never liked candy corn. It's just, I can't. No. Sorry. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. Circus peanuts make me sick. And the texture. To me, when you eat circus peanuts, it reminds me of biting into styrofoam. See, that's making my teeth hurt thinking about it. That sounds nasty as beep. I like how you beeped yourself out there. It does sound nasty, doesn't it? Like, who would want that? I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. The double fillet is good. You can also get a double, or no, what is it called? A triple Big Mac. I saw a picture of this thing. It's that big. Whoever the hell can eat that, I have no idea. But they try. And if you want to order it, you can. Did I miss something? Spice gummy drops. I have no idea what those are at all. Everybody's saying, oh, there she is. Hey, Mama Bear, good to see you. Yeah, there you are. If I didn't see the whole. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. Yes. Good to see you, Mama Bear. Thanks for joining us today. Triple Big Mac. Yes. Like, who in the hell can eat a triple Big Mac? Come on. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of meat, which, I mean, they're only the thin pieces of meat, but still. That's too big. Banana split or ice cream sundaes, lots of chocolate and strawberry sauce. That's my wife's thing. Spice jelly bean. Nah. I like jelly beans, yes. But I love the Jelly Belly. This sounds stupid because it's really not jelly bean flavor, but I love it. The popcorn flavored jelly beans are absolutely the most amazing thing I've ever had in my life. And Jelly Belly's the only one that makes them, and they're expensive. But I like those. Jelly Belly has other flavors too, but the popcorn ones are the best. But I like Jelly Belly jelly beans the most. Star Kiss makes jelly beans, and so does Kool-Aid brand. I think it is. Those 3 types of jelly beans are absolutely amazing. I sure would give it hell try. Molly, your mouth does not open. Well, wait a minute. Maybe it does open that big. I don't know. I bet you could yell if you want to. So you might be able, but dude, it's like this big, guys. Like, even if you smashed it, I don't get it. There is a double McChicken you can order. They almost made you hurl. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, they're so good. I need a large chicken with that Big Mac. Okay. Thank you, Miss CC, so very much. Appreciate that. Jelly beans don't bug me, but those ones are my faves. The Star Kiss. Am I saying it right? The little square, not Star Kissed, or maybe they are called Sun Kissed. No, that's a drink. The little square candies that are come in different flavors. What the hell are those called? I had some here the one day, and I can't remember now. Starburst. Thank you, April. Yes, those jelly beans are so good. Jelly beans. I don't like the black or the white jelly beans. I miss baking Betty Crocker yellow cake and 9 by 30. Okay. That's one of my favorite cakes in the world, Pink. The yellow cake with butter with the chocolate fudge frosting or icing on top of it is one of my favorites. I love it. Wallabies black licorice. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I hate black licorice. I'll eat the hell out of fish, but not all 3 together. Yeah, me too. That's me. That is me. Thank you, Miss Heather. Jump in the sauce. Become an official Dago family member. If you have not, it'll help you to be able to join us for movie nights coming this next week. You got to be a member. It's members only. So if you can do it, guys, join up to the fam and become a meatball. Jump on in the sauce with us. Thank you, Miss Molly. Let me check that here before I get to rolling. I will be right there, folks. There it is. Spice drops, huh? Oh, with the little sugar on it. Those aren't bad. I like those, yeah. She's talking about these things, guys. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. Nope, I can't show that to you because it shows something else. So we're not going to show that. But anyway, they're like the candies. Did it pop up there anyway? What the hell is going on, computer? Stop. They're little like the jelly candies, and they're like different flavors, and they have like they're like rolled in sugar or something, I guess. They're not too bad. I do like those. I will say, well, welcome Miss Kitty Monty to the sauce. Good to have you here. New meatball in the house, everybody. Welcome Miss Kitty, please. Red licorice from Woolworths. Yes, that's good stuff. Spicy cinnamon. I've never heard of that. Sounds interesting. Yeah, so welcome to the sauce, Miss Kitty. Thanks for coming a member. Michelle Elzabear. Fruit roll-ups are amazing. Welcome crafting with Kristen. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Well, I appreciate that, Kitty. I always enjoy having you here. Always do. Thank you so much for joining us. And Michelle, you as well. Thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate having you here. Same with you, Miss Kristen. It's great to see some new faces in here. That's always awesome. What'd you say, Dustin? Unless you're Ed, then you want sugared Harry. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not going into that. He's referring to Mr. Ed Gein, the star of the story last night, telling you guys the true story behind the movie, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. For those of you that weren't in here, is the story of Ed Gein in one of Mr. Gein's so with human nipples. Interesting story, huh? Cinnamon bears. I don't know what those are, but okay. Well, I appreciate that, Kitty. I try to keep it that way as much as I can, but and it is pretty much that way for the most part. We try to keep it that way. We're proud of that. Yes, please, if you would, guys, welcome anybody new, as we do welcome new people. Make them feel at home. Make them feel comfortable. We're like for those of you that are new, we are just one big family in here. This is a very, very open and friendly community, very comforting community. Everybody here, we treat each other as family because I tell them that they are family. They're my family. So I hope you enjoy your stay while you're here, and I hope to see you guys come on back at any time. You're welcome. Anytime you see me live, please come on and say hi. So make sure that you hit that like button and you hit the bell, and then you click all on it. That way, anytime I go live, you'll know I'm here. As long as YouTube's doing their job, that's what matters. Oh yeah, Cece, it was pretty gross. Yes, I do love the graham crackers with some milk. We are doing Ramirez, Miss Pam, or Miss Kim. Oh my God, sorry. This Thursday, by the way. The true story behind the Night Stalker killer. And there was a movie called Night Stalker. It was about him, and it is about Mr. Richard Ramirez. So tune in, Kim, this Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be doing that. Should be a good time. So now that we got that out of the way, we got 21 peeps in here. Again, guys, hit that like button on your way in. Leave me a little DNA. I appreciate you. And so I guess we should probably get to doing it, guys. I'm sorry, Kim. They voted last night, and it voted for Monday or for Thursday. I mean, if you want to, you can always go back and rewatch it when you have some extra free time. Sago, do you eat Parmigiano from a can? Not really. If we buy that stuff, we get it usually from the deli the store that we go to, and it comes in a little container, and it's fresh. Or we'll buy a block and we just shred our own. I mean, it's kind of expensive, so we don't buy that stuff anymore right now, at least. We haven't yet, Kitty. Is it on the list to do, though? What did you ask for, Kitty? Nope, but we are going to. That's a definite because of who she was. So I don't know what you guys remember. Saturday, I jumped in and I did I think I actually kind of pissed off Molly because I woke her up. I came in and yelled, screamed, and talked and yelled and screamed and left. And she was just, by the time she got done waking up, I was gone. So I'm so sorry, Molly dear. You know I love you, and I didn't do it on purpose, but it was just a quick in and out stream to kind of give you guys a heads up on what was going on. Saturday, I did that, and I touched base on the fact that there may be a possible serial killer running around in the UK right now. So I just kind of threw some names at you guys and said, hey, this is going on. If you want to check it out, we're going to get back to it. I just can only do a quick one Saturday because my whole family was here getting ready for Sunday. So probably the fastest stream I ever did in my life. It was kind of crazy. I was a little bit dizzy when I got done, but it is what it is. So like I said, I touched base on it Saturday and I said, we will get back to it here within the week. Well, here we are. And we're getting back to it. And yes, I'm sorry, my dear. I know it takes you a while to get up and you don't get up till late. And that was actually pretty early for me, but I had to do it. So, oh, so sorry to hear that, Kim. The worst day at work. It shouldn't have been. You should never have a bad day at work. But again, guys, that's what we're doing today. Like I said, the title is Anarchy in the UK, What's Going On? Well, I mean, there is anarchy going on over there. They do have law enforcement, but I think they're in it up to their knees right now. No worries, Pookie. There are people coming up missing all over the place. We know about the Nicola Bully case. We know about the Rachel Jackson case. I've informed you of the, his last name is Oakley. I can't think right now. His case. There's a few more, guys. There's a lot that happened, but these are happening like boom, 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 boom. And I'm starting to wonder, and I threw the idea at you guys Saturday. We had touched on a case a week or so ago, the smiley face killer. Okay. And it kind of originated in the Chicago area is where it popped up at. Miss Heather had found that and brought it to us. We went over it. And then I started looking into it, and then we looked into it during the stream, and it looks like it's all over the United States, guys. Boston and Detroit, Chicago, a little bit everywhere, LA, except for Cleveland. But Cleveland, I don't think, because I called Cleveland that day, and I spoke with the chief of homicide. Nothing's going on in Cleveland that he knows of right now. But he said that's kind of interesting to know. And he goes, I'm going to look into it personally. So I gave him something to do. So he's checking it out. I don't know if we're going to find anything out or not. But then when I started looking at what's going on in the UK, I started saying, hey, Is this possible over there too? We haven't seen any smiley face graffiti on anything where they're finding these people as of now. But that doesn't mean that it's not the same scenario, okay? And if nothing else, it does look like there is a form of serial killer running around if you look at all the details. So now that I have more time with you guys, I kind of wanted to throw this back out at you and see what everybody thinks about it. Meanwhile, I do have a poll I want to do with you guys today, too. It's a little off the subject of the case that we're talking about, but it's something I kind of wanted to run by you. I wanted to get everybody's thoughts on it. What's up, Miss Nikki? Good to have you here. Good to see you. Hope you had a good Easter. Welcome. And actually, I'm glad you're in here because I wanted your opinion on it, something, too, that we were talking about. Welcome back, Pookie. I'm trying to think of how I can put the poll up, though. Because I want to see what you guys are comfortable with. Again, this is your guys' channel, not mine. I just run it for you guys. That's all. Shoot for. Oh, I'm going to. Just a minute. I wish there was a few more peeps in here that are normally in here, but... Well, Red might be in here. He might just be lurking. Drifter's not in here. Let's see. How can I run this to make it make sense? Okay, this is how I can write it. So I was talking with my moderators, and of course I want to make things as easy for them as I possibly can because they do so much for me. It's important to me that they're happy. So that is number one. And then, of course, you guys being happy just as, general subscribers and family members here, that's number one as well. So I got to make sure that everybody's happy. But they do a lot of stuff in here for me, guys. So I got to make sure that they are comfortable and they like what they're doing and all that fun stuff. So I want to know what you guys prefer. Do you guys prefer me kind of sticking to... Oh, by the way, this could be on. I don't know why it's not. Do you guys prefer me kind of sticking to, how we like the Koberger case, for instance, or the Idaho 4? Why did my camera do that? Am I crooked or is that crooked? I guess that's better. Okay. We were talking this morning about it, actually, and I was, I want to make things easy on them as well as myself and be able to bring you guys the best of what I can at the same time. So what I was wondering is, do you like dealing with different cases almost every other day? Or do you like when we kind of stick to a big case and ride it out as far as we can and then move on? But I'm trying to think of, again, how I can do this in a poll. So including myself. What are you talking about, Miss Molly? What did you say before? I didn't see it. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Nothing. What do you mean, Molly? All cases are interesting. Unled. Well, and here's the thing, guys. The reason why I'm asking this is because the moderators kind of, when they see us talking about something, they jump into it, okay? And they start looking at stuff and digging and this and that. And then they'll come up with stuff, and then we move to some different case, per se. And they still haven't finished digging on the one case, and it gets to be rough on them. So I don't want that to happen. But I kind of, in my opinion, of course, I'm not going to ride a case till it's dead. I want you to know that. Okay. Like, you could see 6 or 7 channels that are still doing the Idaho 4 case. If there's nothing new coming up, there's no point in doing it, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to ride it to death because I still got to save some air to breathe for June when the trial starts. Okay, because we're going to be all over that case in June during we're going to be dealing with the trial, so that's going to be important too. All right, so I'm going to put it on this way and see if you guys can, if it makes sense to answer it that way, or then I'll ask the other question the other way. That was the only issue as a mod if we're throwing everything out. Which was what, Nikki? Oh, so would we rather stay on current happenings or stay prey on track with one at a time? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, basically, in a sense, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, here's the deal with this, guys. If it's an old case, because I don't let those go, like Summerwells, and I'm still on that, which we're going to touch on that. We're actually going to come back to, sorry, I don't know. I always leave these on my head for whatever reason. We're going to come back to that one fairly soon, to be honest with you guys. And I want to go because it's been a long time. And I hate the fact that that case pretty much got cold. I said a long time ago, I never wanted it to go cold. But I want to go to Summer's case and I want to start from the beginning. And I want to go through the whole case again. Okay. And I want to look. And I want to see if we missed anything back then that we covered just one day. And I want to go through the whole thing, talk about it, kind of refresh it, put it back out there, get her name back out there, and see if anything pops up that wasn't there before. And if nothing else, it's just refreshing the case to put her name back out there. That's going to be, I'm not saying it's soon. I'm just saying I'm going to do it relatively soon. Just to do that. And I like to do that with cold cases regularly because, or cases that are getting cold, because it needs to be done. Do you know what I mean? So that is going to happen soon. Molly says, I like new cases, but it gets, whoa, hold on. I like new cases. Is it going to come up here or not? There we go. But it gets super hard when there are a bunch at once, for sure. Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome, Sherry. Good to see you. Everyone else is going echo chamber. Nearly everyone. What do you mean by that, Nikki? Just that I deep for saying that it was actually a day for current. Maybe I appreciate the think tank. That's kind of what I try to do anyway. I don't like to go in unless there's something new. Like Kim just said, unless something new happens, I don't want to ride a case to death. A lot of these creators do that, and I get it. That's their prerogative, and I'm not disrespecting it at all. I'm just not that person. I like to give you guys something because I can see sometimes, like we've done, like the Kylie Rodney case. I could almost see you guys sighing in chat when I was like, all right, so today, Kylie Rodney, and everybody goes, oh, again. You know what I mean? I don't ever want you guys to have to feel that way. But the bigger cases we do kind of have to stick to and go back to. But there at the same time, there's all these other cases that are popping up that we're just kind of ignoring. And I don't want to do that. But I don't want to overload everybody with like a new case every single day either. Does that make sense? I know that's, even if you're not working on the case per se as a moderator and helping me work on the case, you're still going over it on a daily basis with us. And so Monday we did this case, then Tuesday we did this case, then Thursday we did this case. Slow down. I feel that way myself. I think that's what Molly meant when she said you too, Dago. I agree, okay, because I'm still thinking about stuff that went on in the case we talked about Monday, and I'm still looking into it. You know, the day that we did Rasheem Carter's case, I was really proud of all of you guys, by the way, because everybody that is a mod that does research, because not all the moderators do research, and they're not supposed to. They don't have to. You know, these moderators choose to do what they want to do on the research and stuff, and it helps me a whole lot, and I respect and appreciate that. But I also appreciate the moderators that don't do it because they do other things and they're in here doing this and that and so on and so forth. So, right, Sherry, and I agree with you. I'm kind of over that one. I mean, I'm not saying that. And I agree with you too, Nikki. That's what I'm trying to say. Miss Sherry said, I understand what you're saying. I'm sick of that Idaho format. Absolutely. You know what? I get it. Because you can only talk about the same things over and over and over again so many times until it's like, okay, we talked about this last week. We talked about that yesterday. We're going to talk about that Thursday. We talked about that a month ago. I get it. I really get it. And I think we've put a lot of time into that one. And so, yes, Sherry, that's a good way to put it. And I agree with Pookie. Molly says we need to balance things out with new cases. Like Pookie said, if someone could still be found and saved, but the bigger cases need to be kept in the light. Thank you, Molly. That's the best way to put it. Okay, so for instance, when we were doing the Scotty Morris and I'm probably going to mess it up, but her name was Aaliyah. I can't think of her last name. The two runaways, okay? Those types of cases I want to jump on right now when they first happen. Okay? Because they're runaways. We need to help put that out and try to help find them if we can. To me, that takes precedence over everything, okay? And then those cases, thank God, the kids were both found. They went home safe and sound as far as we know. And then we can move past that. Okay. So that type of a case is what I want to do. If it pops off today, I want to cover it tomorrow or later today or whatever. Okay. And then what's up, David? Thanks for joining us, brother. It's good to see you. So very good to see you, bro. But yeah, that type of thing I want to cover immediate. Now, there's been a few cases that we have pulled up recently that are a couple months old or a couple years old or whatever. They still need attention, okay? But at the same time, we're working on another case, and it's like we're overlapping, and it gets a little confusing for some people, I think, and I don't want you guys to go through that, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm trying to find a happy medium where everybody can be happy and content and not get bored and all of that. Because like I said, guys, this is your channel. Okay, and my moderators do what they do because they want to do it. They don't do it because I ask them to. Sometimes I do to ask to help with things, but they do this because they want to, guys. That's the thing with these guys. I'm not like, hey, you go do this and you go do that and you go do this. It doesn't work that way. I'll talk about something, or one of them will find something that's going on, that needs to be looked at, and they start rolling in it themselves. And they really do a good job at it, okay? But then at the same time, I'm throwing this other one out here, or this one's getting thrown this way, and I don't want everybody getting overwhelmed. That's my biggest thing. What are you wanting to cover daily? And see, that's where I think I want to do current events, if that makes any sense, Heather. Like what is hot now? I want to see what's going on with that. Now, maybe one day a week, unless there's something. See, that wouldn't work out, though, either. That's what I've been bouncing around in my head. I don't know how to phrase this. I want you guys to be comfortable with it, though. 75% of you guys said different cases regularly, and 25% of you said no. All right, so we know that. Hold on. Okay. And then this one is just sticking with specific cases regularly. Now, as a true crime channel, I have to kind of cover a spectrum, a broader spectrum of things. And you know all about, you know us all do what you do. Wait a minute, Kim's saying, I'm sorry. You know us all do what you do. We just love being here because we make them all interesting. That's very true, Kim. I just want to make sure you guys are happy. That's important to me. And there's different variations of what makes people happy and unhappy too. You know what I mean? That's my job as a creator to make sure that I'm being entertaining per se, that I'm specifically for myself giving you factual stuff. That's another thing that's important to me. And that everybody is on the same, well, I don't want to say on the same page because we agree to disagree in here very comfortably. So yeah, I think you know what I mean. Guys, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I do need to use the restroom. Give me one moment, please. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. So, let me read back up here. I think the snatching of people in the UK could be touched on a daily, like a count of the missing and body count, because that situation might get worse before it gets well. And here's the thing: what we're doing today is kind of an ongoing thing that we've been working on, just like we were working on the Idaho 4 case. Okay, because in some senses this may be linked. Not saying it is. This is alleged and purely speculative, as I say. This could very well be linked to the Nicola Bully case, guys, and the Rachel Jackson case, and so on and so forth. So that's why this is a ongoing case that we're working on. Now, some of the cases that we brought to you are just a one and done. Okay, Mama Bear had put together those scenarios I was showing you, quite a few, and they are like a one day and done. We talked about it, we put it out there, and we're done with it now. We're not going to go back to it unless something new pops off of it. And then we're just like, hey, we talked about this. This is what's going on now. We don't have to sit on this case and dig on it. It's just this happened. here's the information. This is what happened with it. And there it is for the day. And then we're moving on to something different or back to what we were talking about. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to differentiate on how you guys might want to do that. Okay. Again, this case here, because this is a re-up from Saturday and from the week before, we're talking about Rachel Jackson. We've talked about Nicola Bully. Mr. Oakley, we've talked about as well. Saturday, I wanted to get a little bit more into that too today, but it's still an ongoing case. So kind of like Idaho is, we're still going back and touching on it and adding new stuff to it. The whole aspect of the fact that the UK may have a serial killer running around there right now. That's a new piece to put into that. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why. I'm here for whichever way you want to cover things. All I need is a bit of heads up to be able to put something together for Insta. Yeah, absolutely. And I understand, Heather. I appreciate that. And I will do that if I can at every option, because I don't want you to be all huddled up either. Same with like Molly and anybody else that's doing certain things on this. Thank you again, Heather, for that. I appreciate that. I think a bunch of volunteers in Mays, but organized should work a grid on Taylor Mountain, Bundy's old dump site. I think it's crucial. Okay, Pookie. I understand, hon. I remember when you and Popper talked about anything and had a great time. I missed that. It was relaxing and funny. You had about 9 people in your chat. I know. I remember, but I'm doing true crime now, so I got to flow with that. It's nice. Sometimes it's nice to just have a day to just talk about things. And we're probably going to do, I know for sure, one day a month, we're going to do the whole music thing. That's a promise. That's for the mods and anybody else, okay? I love doing the thumbnails. I miss it. I think it was pretty, yes, you were very good at it. I appreciated it too. They always turned out very nice. They only have to find one body on Taylor Mountain to get a bazillion volunteers. I understand that. Absolutely, Pookie. Okay. Where's Molly at? Just trying to see if she says anything else. There she is. She said yes. Up there. Okay. And yeah, we're doing movie night on Discord as well. That has been figured out, by the way, just for those of you that haven't been here. Saturday, Mama Bear, me, Molly, and Pookie got together. It worked out how the disc works. Figured out we actually watched a movie for a little bit to see how it worked. It works. So we are starting that very soon here. Once I have everything organized, we're going to start doing the movie nights for members only, of course. And it is going to be a good time, I think, because we're able to chat in there and still do that at the same time. But I think we're falling into a good flow on our own lately, staying on topic, but throwing everything at children and missing persons. That's kind of where I wanted to go with it, Nikki. But at the same time, I feel like we have to, like on the case we're talking about today, and or the Idaho case, and or the anything else big that we have worked on, if something new pops on it, we'll do that. And then once a week, and this is where it might become important now. Once a week, maybe Wednesdays, I'm going to do, regardless of what's going on, unless something huge happens, I'm going to do just a open discussion on whatever. Okay? That's a big deal for me, because that gives everybody a chance to say, hey, this is going on. Did you know that? Did you know this was going on? This is going on. That's going on. And we can kind of keep it all together in that one day, and then we've gotten it out. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of my thought on that. I'm telling you, the agreement to disagree is vital. If we all agree, it goes nowhere. If we can't agree on anything, it's chaos. That's true too. I agree with you on that, Nikki. Welcome, Sammy. No worries about ever apologizing for being late. There's no reason to worry about that ever. Koberger lived in Washington. He chose to go to school there. Buddy's dump site was Taylor Mountain. Who's a C. See. The Idaho 4 case has too many people spreading rumors. I agree with that. There is a lot of that going on. That's why I try not to touch on it, unless I have a very strong feeling about something I see or something new does come up. And then I'm going to go, okay, guys, we got to talk about this because this just happened. That is where I feel about that one, Sherry. I agree with you. And if you think back, Sherry, that's kind of about how the Kylie Rodney case went to the end of it, where I said, listen, I'm not going to talk about this anymore unless something happens. Well, then something happened. At least it looked like it did. So we talked about it that one last time. And then I said, I'm done unless something happens. And then something happened. That's how I'm going to continue to do Idaho from here on out, guys. Okay. Until the trial starts. And then we're probably going to concentrate on the trial with most of the week, unless something new pops up somewhere that's very important, or somebody goes missing or something like that. The thing is there's so many cases out there, guys, of missing persons, children. There's 5 or 6, 7 cases that I could jump on right now that I wouldn't mind doing, but we can't. We can't handle it, guys. That's the thing. It's too much. It causes mental breakdowns. It causes stress for everybody, and we have our everyday lives to deal with too. I do. And I know you guys do too. So we got to kind of keep it down a little in a little box so that we can keep control of it. I just wanted to get everybody's opinions on what you think and how you feel about something, and know that if you're I want everybody to know this, not just the moderators, but the moderators definitely, if you're uncomfortable with something or you're not happy with something, that you have to come to me immediately so I can deal with it. I don't want it to sit and brew and seether and get bigger and badder, and then you're just like, plah, you know what I mean? I don't like that. I want to know right now so I can try to help you guys figure something out. Now, the rest of you guys that are in here that aren't moderators, I want to know the same thing. If you have a problem with something in my channel, I want to know right away. That way I can go fix it. If I can. If you have a problem with something with me, right, I want to know right away so I can try to fix it. Period. That's just who I am. That's how things are in my family life. If I upset somebody, I want them to tell me right now so I can either explain myself or try to fix the problem, because I don't like drama and I don't like negativity. You guys know that. And drama breeds negativity, and chaos breeds drama. So if we can handle all of that stuff, it will stay nice and calm and cool and stay the way it's been in here for over a year, guys. We've had a couple little things that happened, but nothing bad. You know what I mean? We've been able to keep it on an even keel and a very calm, smooth, laid back setting, which is what I want. So that's all good, Kitty. Don't worry about it. There's no issues or problems. I just do these talks every so often to keep things nice and clear and clean and make sure everybody's happy and everybody's comfortable. That's all. So don't worry about that at all, Kitty. I know you just came in on a day, so it's no big deal, though. I agree, Dago. There's one here in Oklahoma. The poor man has been missing for a while. They believe he may have disappeared into Kerr Dam. Ugh, okay. That's rough. The Rasheen one fired me up. He needs justice. I agree, Kim. That really, well, here's the thing, and that's why I'm, like I was saying earlier, I'm proud of all of you guys. Because the day that we did Rasheem Carter's case, we ended the stream, and then me and all of the moderators spent the rest of the day, I'm going to say about 10 hours, and that was Red and me, Mama Bear, Molly, Pookie, Cece. Everybody was in there looking at this case, guys, and it was an all-day thing, trying to figure out something, okay? That's what I'm proud of. Thank you, engineer, and it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. We're just voting on the way that we do things in here. That's all. She said I voted, but voted for what? And we're at that point. Miss Sherry has been a member for 5 months, you guys. 5 months. Congratulations, Miss Sherry. That's awesome. And I thank you so much for that. Says best channel and best mods. That's awesome. Thank you. We love you, Sherry. So this poll was to stick with specific cases on a regular basis, and it was 76% said yes and 23% said no. So here's what we're going to do, folks, okay? I am going to, and this is important, I don't ever want anybody in here to be afraid to come to me and say something to me thinking I'm going to get mad or blow up, or because that's not me, guys. I don't do that. Brandy and Heather and Cece, I think have been here with me as far as everybody in here from like the very beginning, and they know me. Okay, you can ask them. I'm not going to blow up at anybody. I'm not going to be angry with anybody. If you have something that you're uncomfortable with and you want to come talk to me about it, please do it. If you're not comfortable doing it live, do it personally. I have many ways to get a hold of me. But I want everybody to know that you can come to me and speak to me about anything and not be afraid of it. And like I said, Cece and Heather and Miss Brandy can tell you that that is absolute truth and not to worry about that. So please understand, anybody, I don't care what it is. And Strike first knows too. To be able to come to me for anything if you're uncomfortable with a person or me or anything, and just talk to me and I'll talk to you about it. Talk it out with you. I'm sorry. Without fear or issue. Okay. So I want that to be known too. But anyway, or if you're not comfortable coming to me with something, you can go to a mod and the mod will approach me with it, and then we can deal with it that way too. But just know that I don't ever want anybody to be afraid to talk about something in here that may upset them about the channel, because that is how I keep things in an even keel. Because I when I know about something, if there's a problem with something, then I can deal with that immediately, whether it's me or the moderator coming to me or whatever. But I want you guys to be happy. That is my most important thing, is that you guys are happy. Because again, this channel is your guys' channel. It's not my channel. I just run it for you guys. Okay. And you get to have my beautiful face and my crazy, stupid old man face beard as your entertainment. That's all I do. Okay. But I've had people say, hey, this person was uncomfortable talking to you or was worried you were going to get upset. That's not me at all. I'm probably the most passive, laid back person you probably ever met in your life. And it takes, I mean, I do get angry, but never with anybody in here. These cases make me mad and certain people make me mad, but nobody in here ever has upset me to the point where I'd want to be that way. So I'm a vocal person. I'll definitely let you know. Honesty is the best policy. Thank you, Sammy. That's a fact. And I appreciate that as well, Sammy. I do. I am very understanding to a lot of different things, guys. I am very open to everything. I take on a lot of stuff from a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people about a lot of different things, and it doesn't bother me. Okay. And I have my own personal things I deal with too. So, and I still continue to do what I'm doing. You know, I have bad days. I'm human. You know, everybody does. I get down on myself. I get down about this. It's stressful. This is a very stressful thing, guys, as you all know, and I've told you before. But I don't put that on you guys, because it's not your fault and it's not your problem. It's mine. And I eat it, swallow it, and I move on. That's the end of it. That's the way I try to keep it. Working with other creators has really made me appreciate our show and how rare and special. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Nikki, very much. So now that that's all out, if anybody has anything they want to talk about beforehand, Thick Infant's in the house. What's up, Thick Infant? Good to see you. Hope you had an awesome Easter. Hope you're feeling better. We've missed you. Good to have you here. That's what I said. 5 months, Miss Sherry. That's awesome, Sherry. Thank you. And we love you, my dear, so very much for being here. Well, you won't get blocked in here for that, Sherry. Or, yeah, you know that already, Sherry. I want everybody to be able to have... This channel is based on having the ability to express your opinion without being nixed for it, or being booted for it, or being able to have to not agree with me and worry about that. I don't want everybody to have to say, okay, this is Dago's channel and what his theory is the only one we can talk about. That's bullshit. We don't, no, that's not how things work. So no, not no, but hell no. So no. Chunky Toddler. There's another one. We got some good names flowing with you now. I love it. Good job, Kim. 23 amazingly beautiful people in here, guys. Thank you so very much. Please do me a favor, hit the like button, leave the DNA there. Subscribe if you haven't. Share this out anywhere you can think of. And hit that notification bell. And don't forget, guys, to leave me some comments at the end. I appreciate that. Yep. Chunky toddler. I love that one. That's great. That was great, Kim. Thick infant, chunky toddler. You know there's going to be tons and tons of them, Toodles. They're going to be coming. Sherry, I've had people cuss me out on other channels over not liking my opinion. That will never, ever, ever happen in here. I swear to you, Sammy. That is the exact opposite of what we stand for in here. I can't stand that kind of thing. So don't ever worry about it, dear. Ever. So anyway, now that we've gotten through all that, it's wonderful. All because of that one show over at Publicly Buzzed where I said your name and they weren't able to read it because YouTube didn't like the name. And so I had to come up with a different name. Ever since then, we've been tearing up the names all over the place for you. It's awesome. I love it. So, anyway, moving along. We've been going for a while and just talking and talking. Hell, maybe we could just make a whole day out of doing this kind of thing and just talking about stuff. But what I wanted to do, guys, was... That sounded like a damn train. But I don't have any train tracks around me. So, what is going on? I don't know. All right, and Nikki said something up here real quick. Where did it go? I have something I want to discuss. Okay, there it is. What do you want to discuss, Miss Nikki? I hope this isn't it down here. If Buzz Lightyear really thought he was a spaceman, why did he freeze like the other toys when Andy walked in? Because everybody else froze? I don't know. It's simple. I thought you wanted to discuss something like big and elaborate or something. Pookie said to keep the con going. Inquiring minds demand answers. I could not give you an answer other than because that's what everybody else did. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a real answer for that other than that, but okay. Good question. Good question. Moving on. Thank you for that one, Miss Nikki. I appreciate you. It is an interesting question, though. Why did he freeze, guys, if he thought he was a spaceman? Maybe the illustrator screwed that one up. Who knows? Interesting question. So, anyway, moving into the talk of the day. Well, there's probably not going to be too long. There's not much of this to talk about, which is probably why we have plenty of time to do it. So, what is going on in the UK, folks? Is it anarchy? I think there's something crazy going on, but there is police. If you look up the definition of anarchy, it's, you know, everything's a mess and there's no policing or this, that, and anything else. All right. But they have police, but they're still having insanity over there, guys. Hold on a minute here. Now, I caught a glimpse of something that made me really go, what's going on? Pamela, I hope you're still in here. Pamela is our team member. She's on our investigative team, and she helps us in the UK over there, guys. She's sick right now, so I'm not expecting too much from her whatsoever. Welcome, Mr. Whistle. Good to see you. By any means. Pamela does a whole lot for us, but like I said, she's sick, so I'm kind of trying not to bother her with too much right now, okay? But she is here, Pamela, with the title of this and the whole, is there a serial? I'm asking you a question. Like I said, I don't want you to get all, you don't have to go looking for nothing. I don't want you to do any of that. I just want you listening and relaxing until you feel better. But what is your thought on what I'm asking? Is there a serial killer in the UK right now? I want to know your opinion. As a retired police officer, and as living in that area and seeing what's going on your local news and so on and so forth, I want your opinion. What do you think, Pamela? Well, of course I do, Miss Cece. She says no, just the normal amount of missing persons. So this is a regular thing. And I've heard that, okay, that it goes on like that. So why is it being put out there such a big deal, Pamela? Why do you think all of a sudden? Is it because of the Nicola Bully case that got so much attention, or what do you think it is? Because I believe there's actually another person that they're looking for now that just went missing. I absolutely can. It's not very hard at all, Cece. At all. And you know what, guys? Pamela's correct. I looked into this, okay? I'm kind of playing devil's advocate with this case. I'm waiting to see what her answer is to this. But I looked into this. Yes, she absolutely does, Sammy. Thank you. Right. Absolutely, Pamela. I agree with that. Here's the deal, folks. I went back the day that I had that first stream Saturday and said that, is there a serial killer running loose in the UK? Okay. And I started looking and digging and looking and digging. And I found 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 11 days ago, a whole series from a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 months ago, 2 years ago, multiple upon multiple missing persons cases in the UK. And there's 3 people, 2 people, 5 people, 2 people, 1 person, 3 people, 3 people, 300 people. Okay. There's a lot, guys. There are people that go missing in the UK just as much as they do here in the States. Now, here's the other side of that. And I know I threw that whole smiley killer thing out and said, hey, maybe it's jumped over to the UK, but we have not yet at this point seen a smiley face put anywhere on any walls. That I swear I saw one once. I don't know where. And I may be, yes, Kim. I may be off. But there are a lot of bodies of water in the UK. There's a lot of little rivers, ponds, lakes, rivers, streams, tons of them, guys. And for whatever the reason, these people are either falling into these rivers, streams, lakes, ponds. There's a lot of drinking that goes on with younger people over there, just as it does here in the United States. It was a combined number, Kim, of a whole bunch of 300 people over a year's time or whatever. Right, Sammy. So it may be that there's a serial killer running around because there's multiple people going missing at this point, but it also may be that it's just what it is, guys, that there are just a whole lot of people having bad luck and getting either drunk or whatever, and they're falling into these bodies of water and they're not making it out. Okay. So, and that's what, like Pamela just said, the canals have no fences. Okay. There's a lot of rocky bottomed canals and streams that have, big rocks in the bottoms of them. They may be shallow, but if somebody were to be, drunk or whatever, and they fall in, they hit their head, and knocks them out, they drown. So at this point with this case, guys, this is why I wanted to put this on here and called it Anarchy in the UK. Because it seems insane right now. Okay. And like I said, it very well could be. We don't know because we don't have any information on it to prove what we have or what we don't have. Okay. But like I said, there was another body that was found yesterday. We have the Mr. Oakley that's been missing. We had Rachel Jackson. We had the scenario that went down with Nicola Bulley. And I'm not actually saying that one goes with all the rest of this. She may be a separate instance altogether. I still have my thoughts on her case, okay? But and here's the thing, and Pamela can attest to this too. Compared to the United States, when it comes to stuff like this, we make everything news. They don't, okay? They keep things like this very close to their chest for a reason, because it keeps, in some senses, I should say, it keeps the case together for them. Okay. I even looked into a theory that I heard, guys, yesterday, that some of these people, they really stretch this out a lot. And I mean a lot. Okay. Somebody took we all know who Curtis Media is. Okay. Somebody took what he's doing, and said, is he trying to tell us something? Okay. I think he's trying to tell us what he's telling us when he tells us what he tells us. But this gentleman took it and went 2 or 3 steps further with it and brought up the whole Jack the Ripper scenario that happened over there how many years ago, which we covered already. We covered the whole story about Jack the Ripper. Everybody knows about Jack the Ripper for the most part, how it went down, who he was believed to be in many different circumstances, who he really possibly could be, and who he really possibly could not be. Okay. And it was brought out that maybe some specific person is trying to pull off a copycat of Jack the Ripper now, in this time in place. Okay. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but I'm also not going to say that it's not completely kind of crazy to think that, in a sense. So, did you hear about the guy Governor Abbott is pardoning? I did not, Miss Sammy. I'm sorry, hun. So at this point, guys, what's going on over there? Yes, it's very sad. Okay. I was going to show you guys. Where'd it go? Another creator had put up a statement about somebody stating there's a serial killer running loose, right? And then she also at the same time said that more people go missing, multiple people going missing in the period of time that the Nikki Bully case happened. But nothing, no attention was brought to them. Do you see what I'm saying? So, let's see. Pamela said the body found on Long Ridge Bell, male. He was found in a wooded off area, the beaten track. As of yet, death is being treated as unexplained. Right. More and more missing people are being brought to light, as many put on Facebook, which is good. Yes. But here's the thing, folks, is it's been going on, as Pamela will reiterate for me, because I checked into this. This has been going on over there for a long, long time. Okay? And it just has not been brought to light like she's saying now, as it would be right now, because there are so many more of us, what we do here, that are doing what we're doing. So therefore, that's why it's being put out there the way it is. You know what I'm saying? So there may not really be a, how can I quote this? Like a mysterious setting to all of these stories. Okay. But that doesn't mean, I was trying to catch up what you guys are saying over here. And that's what the problem is UK gags everything. There's gag orders on everything. Okay. They want to protect the integrity of the case. I get it. That's the difference between the UK and the United States, folks. Over here, everything goes directly to news media outlets, and it's out. Which in a lot of times will screw up the cases we have over here. And I get why they do what they do over there. Again, like I said, to protect the integrity of the case. But at the same time, in some senses, it makes it harder to maybe solve the case right. In some senses, I'm not saying the police don't know what they're doing over there. I think they've dropped the ball in a lot of cases in some senses because of the way they do things. Yes, that's my opinion. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. But they've also survived all these years doing things a certain way, and it seems to have worked for them. Now, do I think that there needs to be more attention brought to these cases? Absolutely, right? As many put on Facebook, which is good. That's a good thing. It's like the missing indigenous people here. We never get enough coverage. We have so many missing, but the media doesn't cover the cases. Right. Now, and do you understand, Sammy, what it would be like if every person that went missing here in the United States, for instance, was put out here on this, like what we're doing right now? Do you know the insanity that would ensue with that? Like, we would all be insane trying to figure this out, trying to help, to do this, to do that, because there's a lot of us out here, yes, but there's only so many of us out here too at the same time. Do you know what I mean? So that being said, that's kind of the point that I was trying to make. Now, I will say that there was another case that just popped off too, that the law enforcement is actually treating it as a criminal case, and I was excited about that. I'm like, it's about time they look at this and they don't say there's nothing suspicious, because that is what they say. Okay, and it's like, okay, finally, but they have reason, for whatever reason, to say this looks like it could be criminal. There's a reason for that. They know what they're doing. Pamela says NB only got the attention she did was due to Paul and Emma being in the business, liking attention. That's a good point. That's a very good point, Pamela. And yes, Sammy, you're right. It would be complete and total utter chaos. You know what I mean? Pookie says some people think it's hush hush because 50 billion in profit in UK tourism will be affected. That's another thing, guys. They don't want people to not come there and spend their money because the UK is a huge tourist attraction. Facts. I get that too. Um, I absolutely get that too. But where is it? Oh, where did it go? Oh, that's the one. We just covered his case, guys, the other day. I can't think of his name. I have so many names running through my head. It's in the UK. Remember the photo of the gentleman I showed you wearing the hat that went missing? One second, everybody. I'm sorry. And that's it too. I agree with that one, Pamela. That Pamela said that tourism will never be affected there due to their history and their stately homes. That's true. The history in itself, Pamela, is what's going to draw everybody there, no matter what happens there. People still want to see it. I mean, it's where the Queen lives, guys. You know, everybody wants to go see where the Queen's from and what it's like over there and this and that. And the countrysides are all beautiful over there. Everything, when we're looking at these cases that I show you guys and we're looking at the lands and stuff, I'm more mesmerized about the way that the countrysides and all the trees and streams and rivers and everything looks. It's beautiful. And then I got to remind myself that we're talking about a missing person, not the countryside. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. Well, I've decided against taking the UK canal since sightseeing tour. I said swimming involved. Yes. Well, that could be dangerous. And right, I would go there regardless too, Kim, because it's so beautiful over there. And it's the culture is different. And us being stuck over here, of course we would want to go over there and to see the new culture and different types of things that they in their daily lives that they live that we don't. So that's just human nature, you know. But one second, I'm trying to find this one thing I had for you guys. Let me see. When Mitchell Oakley disappeared, he disappeared from a hospital, guys. Okay, for those of you that don't know, that was the other name that I had brought up Saturday when I told you there was another person that had disappeared. He went missing from a hospital, and you know, Curtis Media went hunting for him in a couple different videos, looking for him. Welcome, transporter. Good to have you here. And he's looking for him, and he keeps saying in his video as he's looking for him, maybe he just wanted to get away from people to recover a little bit about himself, to you know, think things out, get out of his head, just to get away. And that is very possible. I would think that he would let somebody know, but you never know. Some people do like to just get away. I think I'm trying to remember. I think it was like you guys over there might know, Russell's Hall Hospital is where he went missing from, the area of. And like I said, Curtis Media looked all around those areas, the different waterways and different there's like hills here and there and all these ditches and gullies and stuff. He looked through all of that, guys, and there was nothing. He looked around these abandoned buildings and sheds, garages, all sorts of stuff. Nothing. The police are doing the same thing, and there's nothing. So who knows what the scenario is with him? Now, if he turns up as Rachel turned up and as Nicola turned up, and as, you know, again, that's when you revisit this and take a look at it. All I'm doing, guys, is I'm putting it out there that these multiple people have disappeared. There's a body that turned up yesterday, and it's something to keep our eyes on. I'm not saying that we're going to dig and we're not, deep dive into this until something comes from it. And that's how I'd like to start doing things in here. Is I'd like to, so no specific type of profile, right? And that's what I want to do. Is that Dudley Hugh Canal systems around that part of the UK? I think it is Dudley, Pamela. And he was looking into that. The canal systems. There's a lot of underground stuff too over there, guys. A lot of underground canals and all tunnels and all sorts of stuff. It's crazy. It's almost near impossible to look for people in that way. Yes, Pamela C talking about the UK. Don't think they can handle the real truth. Well, give me the real truth, transporter. What is it? That's why we talk about it, bro. That's exactly why we talk about it, actually. Because we don't know. We're over here. You're over there. You guys get to know that. We don't. Yeah, it's in the Dudley area, though, Pamela. It's near Russell's Hall Hospital is where he went missing from. So, and it's been days now. Nobody has seen or heard anything. So I don't think that he's in that area still. I really don't. Unless he is sadly deceased and he's laying somewhere that you can't see him in the undergrowth. But for some reason, I feel like he just took off or was taken out of there or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know for sure. And I don't know for sure that it, if he turns up deceased, then we can look at it in a sense like that. But he hasn't yet. He just hasn't. He's gone. All right, Miss Kim. Be safe. So what do you, in your opinion, transporter, what do you think is going on over there, bro? Seriously. Mental health is a bad thing everywhere. That's absolutely a good way to look at it too, Pamela, because you know what, guys, we talked about this a couple of different times. Mental health is in a bad way, really bad around here, just as bad over there, just as bad in Australia. It's a bad thing, period, all over the world, okay? It doesn't matter where you're at all. It does not matter where you're at. So it's causing issues, you know what I mean? Because it's a bad thing. How about the girl yesterday, age 12, SA in the back of a taxi, Nothington newspapers or radio. How about that for a start? See, it's insanity. That's horrifying. That is horrifying, you guys. So there's bad things going on all over there. Just as bad as it is over here. That's horrible, though. I have not heard anything like that. And that's horrifying, transporter. Completely shocking that you cannot put a child in a taxi to go from here to there or whatever without having to worry about that. Come on. That's disgusting. You're not the only person that said that, Sammy, that he checked himself out and is just doing, and he doesn't want to be bothered. More than one person has said that, too. Welcome, Miss Poopa. Good to see you, dear. Yeah, that is absolutely horrifying. Was anything like, do they have a suspect in that transporter or like, what do you, and they didn't put anything on the news, the papers, the radio, or nothing? See, that's the kind of thing that needs to be put out there, especially if they're looking for a suspect in a case like that. That needs to be put out like that. That's a child that was hurt. That's my opinion. I feel strongly about that. It's good to see you, Poopa. So, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I wanted your guys' opinions and like, your take on these things. Caden should be walking in. Anarchy. Well, it was a song by the Sex Pistols, Anarchy in the UK, and I thought it would be a good title because of all the craziness that's going on all these channels and over in the UK. So that's why I put it up there. All righty, Miss Cece. Thanks for being here today. I appreciate you. Love you. Well, um, some kids got to take taxis to and from school and stuff like that, Sherry. We've done that around here too. Not in mine personally, but that's some in some ways that's like transportation for school. I don't know what the scenario was with that one. I didn't see anything about that. I don't know why it was going on, but you just don't know. I was researching something and happened upon a site totally devoted to executed persons in Texas. It was mind blowing and sad, and most of them had their eye. Okay, interesting. Okay, good to know, Dustin. I enjoyed that. So, um, I don't know. I kind of wanted to touch base on that and put that out there for you guys to see it that way, and to get your guys' opinions on what you think might be going on over there. That's what this is all about. And I wanted to talk about some other things because I didn't get to see you guys yesterday and stuff like that. But pedos can't be fixed. Where did that come from? And that isn't always true, Nikki. I watched a documentary one time. I'm not saying that it was the documentary was the be all end all, but I watched a documentary with a doctor talking about that and stating that with the right mixtures of different types of therapy that they could, but you have to have it. It's got to be like a cocktail, supposedly. I don't know. So much of that is a physical trait. I'm thinking some might be genetic. I do agree with that too, Sammy. I think it has to do with the way you were raised in some senses. Um, there's a lot of different aspects that go into that. I mean, I don't really want to get into that conversation because we really could get flagged for that in here. I found out, but we can hit on it here and there, but I don't want to make it a whole conversation. They don't like that word. YouTube does not like that word at all, which blows my mind, but whatever. They do that here, but there is always a rep from school in taxi. Oh, see, no, not over here. We've had kids that take taxis to and from school. Nature versus nurture. The PEDO word, Pookie. He was an Uber driver, picked up the girl from the street. Ah, that's different. Okay, yeah, I got you. So, what did the girl order the Uber transporter, or was she just there and he picked her up and said, "Hey, I'll give you a ride" or something like that? How'd that go? Do you know? It is absolutely horrible, though. That's horrifying, and that's something like that should be put out there. That is the type of thing that should be put out there for people to see and to be able to say, okay, that's dangerous. Now other people should be watching their kids. You know what I mean? This kind of gives them more of a reason to pay more attention. Get them out of Texas. So nobody really has a thought on what might be going on over there then. Well, and that's kind of what I just wanted to put out there too, is maybe it's just nothing more than the norm, folks. You know, that was kind of my thing. Like, it might just be what's been going on over there for 100 years, 50 years, and it just never was brought to the light, like Pam said. And then they just deal with it as they deal with it. I'm not saying that it's a good normal thing, that, you know, it should be what it is, but it does happen the way it does. We had a girl that called for an Uber and got in the wrong car drinking and was unalived. That's horrible. That is horrible. I don't know whether you could get struck for this, so be careful. Go on to Danny Tomo. Oh, really? I never even heard of that. Or wait, maybe I have. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to show this to you guys. This is disgusting.
Brother, what are you doing?
You got to be kidding me. Yeah, I'm not. Wow, that's just disgusting. How is that even on YouTube still? It shows. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I'm going to show it because I don't. It'll probably get me flagged bad. It says Uber driver caught SAing an unconscious girl in his taxi. You got to be kidding me. And then somebody approached him and said, what are you doing? And she's passed out in the back. He just staring at the guy that's videoing him, and he takes off in his taxi. That's just disgusting. He does need found. I agree with that. Good God. It shows his license plate, the type of car, and it shows his face. So, like, he does need found. What a disgusting piece of shit. I'm not going to show it to you guys. I don't know Heather. I haven't seen him in a while. But do what sorry. Do what Transporter said and go. Oh, you were, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Transporter says go to YouTube and type in Danny Tomo. And it says Uber driver caught SAing unconscious girl in his taxi. It shows his face, his car, his license plate number, everything. And it says find him. The license plate on the car is SA64BBY, if that makes any sense. But that's disgusting. You could see what he was doing. She was passed out in his back seat. And the guy walked up on him with a video camera, and he was in the back seat doing something. You couldn't really see it. And he looks at the guy he had a look on his face like he was doing something wrong. But yeah, I don't want to put that on and show that to you guys. That's on you guys to watch if you choose to. He would have been DOA in my. Yeah, I agree with you, Red. I fully agree with you right there. It is, Pamela. I'll give you the license here. Let me see if I can show you the plate number. I don't want in the car. The sign on the side of the car says Uber. I don't want to show you everything, but I will show you this because he needs found. Here, Pamela, I'll show you the plate number real quick. This is disgusting, folks. I mean, right there, Uber advanced bookings only. That shows it was you saw it, Sherry. Okay, it shows that it's an Uber vehicle. There's the piece of shit that did it. Okay. And let me see here. Right there, Pamela. There's the plate number. Is that a real plate number, Pam? You see it? SA64BBY. Mine is a little blurry, but not bad. That's him pulling away. And there's his face once again. Did you get the plate number, Pam? SA64BBY. And then there's that little tag next to that. I don't know what that little tag right there is, folks. Maybe you guys over in the UK do. Yeah, that's just disgusting. I can't believe I just saw that. I can't believe that YouTube let this. That's clearer. Again, if you can see it, that's a little bit clearer. Blue Toyota. It looks like a grayish color, maybe a blue gray, like gunmetal gray. That's his council badge. Okay. That's his taxi license number. Thank you.
Yep.
I don't want to go too far. Look at his face. Like he knows he did something wrong. I can't tell what type of a car it is. Does it say on the back of the car? Yeah, see, it's more of a grayish color to me. That might be a blue. I don't know. There's the back end of the car, if that helps. He wouldn't. See, the guy with the video camera, I wouldn't have let him leave. Maybe a Camry? Corolla. I would hope that they do transporter, but see, this kind of shit, though, this shouldn't go on. Couldn't live with myself if I let him drive away. I should be living. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Makes you wonder what else he did after he drove away. The check comes up as a Toyota. Okay, it could very well be. So do you think they have him already, Pam? Cannot see the badge on the back. Hold on, let me see if I can get that back. Um, it's kind of blurry. I was trying to blow it up, but it won't let me do any more with it. That's just sick, though. Um, it could actually be a blue. One of those new gray blues. Yeah, you can't see it. It's kind of blurry. P. What does that say right there? Damn it. Why can't I make that bigger? Um, P7034. I think P7034. I think that's what that says. And that right there on the car, I can't really read it. Acura? No. I just can't. And I can't check that emblem there either very clearly. It looks like it might be a Toyota. Maybe a Corolla. I don't know. I hope they got him because that's what a piece of shit. Yeah, 34. I think you're right on that one, Sammy. P2034. I think Red's right. I think that's what it was. I think this is part of a case. Is his name Mahari? Mahari. That he looks like his name could be Mahari. A Toyota Micra. Let me see what that looks like. A Nissan Micra. Yeah, definitely a Hindi. That's kind of what I was thinking too. All right, well, that is a Nissan Micra right there. Can we see the back of it? It's a Nissan. Let's see, that's more like what I thought it was. Maybe that color or that color or that color there. There's a Corolla. That looks more like it right there. It's definitely a hatchback. Um, rotate it. Maybe. Celica. Let me see if it shows me. Is a Celica a Toyota? Toyota. He has been arrested. Okay. How'd you find that out, Heather? All right. Well, good. We don't need to look anymore because I don't. It could be a Celica too. Wonder if he had false plates on. Oh, well, I didn't even see that. Thank you, Heather. So, does anybody have anything to put? See, the Micra looks more like what it is. To be honest with you, that's weird. Does anybody have any thoughts or theories about this? What we were talking about up here, other than what we've already said? Well, thank you for checking, Heather. And that's all I'm really saying on it, guys, is we don't really know, and I don't want to say, that was the whole point in this, is that, like Pamela had said, it's been going on forever and ever and ever, and it's just come to light more. Welcome back, Molly, at this point. So yes, there's anarchy per se going on, but we don't know for a fact if it's a serial killer. You have a serious WTF topic. Okay, what do you have a topic on this, Nikki? You go ahead and type that in. I'll be right back, folks. Give me one moment. All right. What? For those of you that haven't, check out Miss Heather's channel, guys. If you would please show a little love, subscribe. She deserves it for sure. Thank you. That's insanity. I've never heard of anything like that before. Mm-mm. Okay, interesting. Yeah, whatever. So anyway, guys, that was, like I said, that was the point to today's stream. Just kind of wanted to put that out there about, because the follow up was Saturday. I never really got to give you guys the full blown, full Monty on it, I guess you could say. Of course, you guys can make your own decisions based on what you think. I'm not sure what to think because we don't get any kind of facts on it. So I don't really want to go anywhere with it other than where I have, and that's kind of what I wanted to put it out there for. And again, to get your guys' opinions too. So, now tomorrow, everyone, we are jumping into another case that we've had sitting there for a while to look at. So we're going to be jumping into that one, but it's going to be a one and out type thing just to give you guys the info on it. And then that's it. Or no, tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow is an open discussion, everybody. So we're bound to talk about whatever we talk about. Okay. For sure. That's insanity, Pookie. Again, everyone, there is my email if you would need to get ahead and get a hold of me, and there is the phone number 234-703-407. Feel anytime you want to call, please do. Service, but I think it should be individual consent. I agree with that one, but that's kind of crazy. So, thank you, Heather. Anybody that would like to consider supporting the channel and or it is so very much appreciated. There are the PayPal, Venmo, and the Cash Apps. Please feel free if you would like to. It does help keep the bills paid to keep me out here, guys. Got to pay internet and StreamYards. So every little bit helps, everyone, and it is very much appreciated. Whatever you want to do tomorrow, hon. It's up to you completely. It's an open discussion. We're gonna be all over it. So, oh, you're talking about that. Okay. Nobody has anything else for me, or anything else you want to add to this by any means? I'm guessing not. All right, everyone. Well, I guess that will do it for today then. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. I love you guys to pieces. And do not change a thing about yourselves because you guys are the beautiful people. Don't forget to love yourselves and love each other. I guess I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Love you so much. Bye.